Huh? Kaboom.
Let me see if I can find that thumbnail. This thumbnail is wild. I passed it. I passed the moist critical ass. Hold on. There, look at this. Look at this thumbnail. I'm sorry. I saw that just now as I was talking. I'm like, what the f is that thumbnail? All right, I'll buy it. All right, what is this?
Yeah, I was actually called as a witness to appear in court in the Carl Jobst vs. Billy Mitchell legal case that's been ongoing for quite some time.
Oh my god.
It's no secret that I don't have much respect for silly Billy Mitchell. In fact,
oh my god. I can't imagine this man in court.
I have more respect for piss stains in a public gas station toilet than I do Mr. Billy Mitchell. I didn't know I was allowed to talk about this until I learned tonight on stream that all of the transcripts for the court are public.
Oh, no way. Yeah, that was my curiosity, because doesn't Billy get mad if you talk about him? There's some YouTubers that get mad, and it's like if you see their name too much, it's like Bloody Mary, and it's just like they'll just take down your channel.
There are lawyers on YouTube that are talking about the case,
you know?
as well as sites that are publishing things about it. And they have all of the details. There's a site called Perfect Pac-Man that laid out like the entire day I was there.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not super caught up. I just know Billy Mitchell's kind of an asshole. You know, like I've heard he's an ass, and apparently he got in some type of thing with this other creator, I think, that covered him and called him out for it. Yeah, he used to hold some game records, and from what I understand, he's like a renowned cheater, right? I'm not really caught up on drama, but I had to peek in here because that thumbnail was wild.
Every single thing right on the money, including what I was wearing and my hairstyle. I guess I don't need to remain as tight-lipped about this as I thought I did.
He'll probably mention it.
I'll talk about it a little bit, but I am...
He'll talk about it, I think.
Still going to play it cautiously here because it is still ongoing and I don't want to jeopardize anything by saying too much, but I'll talk about what's public knowledge here about this whole thing.
Yeah. So let him give you the TLDR of like what is known.
It's very wacky. Like, the case is super serious, but some of the things that happened while I was a witness in it are so goofy. I'm sure some of you have already seen by now. My fart made it as evidence in
my god, this was real? No. I thought that he was joking with the thumbnail. Ain't no way that his fart is part of the evidence on this court case. That's pretty legendary, all right? Dang, the one time I choose to invest myself in drama, and it's when a fart is used, when Moist Critical's wet farts are used in a court case. I know how to pick them, chat.
This case, Billy Mitchell's team used my ass trumpet in their evidence.
No way! No way! Billy Mitchell seems like, I'm gonna need that fart. I'm gonna need that. We're using that as evidence. We're taking that to court.
Buckle your seatbelts. It's a bit of a wild ride.
Oh my god.
They certainly pulled out some weird maneuvers. They were running some plays that I don't think John Madden could have ever drawn up. Like,
wow.
They had some fascinating tricks up their sleeves that Baba Vanga wouldn't have even dared to predict. Some of it I felt was just entirely unrelated to anything, which we'll get to in a moment. Like, to a level where I half expected them to just start talking about goof juice. Like,
what the heck? Yeah, what a time to be alive. Everybody's like, oh, back in my day it was better. No. Listen. It's the perfect time to be alive. You know, when a YouTuber gets their farts brought to court as evidence.
Gamer Sup's flavor.
What a time to be alive.
And is it also true, Mr. White, that goof juice is the best beverage that's ever been constructed? And
I don't know. I feel like, all right, goof juice is Moist Critical's flavor, apparently, for Gamer Supps. All right, which is pretty epic. However, I also hope now that we get, like, you know, Moist Critical, like, fart flavor, because, like, it's actually been used in a court case. I feel like we need,
Mr. White, is it also
it's
true
the perfect opportunity, apparently.
Right now at gamersups.gg/moist? Well, yes, to all the questions. Goof Juice is available right now.
Hey!
Like, it just felt like a lot of the questions.
Have any of you guys
really
tried Goof Juice?
To the case. So
I gotta know. Have any of you guys tried Goof Juice? I haven't tried that flavor yet. I want to know what it is. Anyway.
A lot of the questions really didn't pertain to the case, such as my fart. I'm not exaggerating. My fart is literally a piece of evidence here.
I can't get over that. Why?
Okay,
What are they? How?
So how did people... I don't know how people have this, yeah. Apparently I am allowed to talk about it. I was called in as a witness for Carl Jobst versus Billy Mitchell. And I don't know how people already have this information. There's a video claiming your fart is evidence in the case.
Oh my god.
I don't... Is that all public?
Bro, imagine finding this out. Imagine one of your viewers points this out. By the way, I figured I'd let you know. Somebody's using your fart as evidence.
I don't want to, like, overstep or anything. I'm told I am allowed to mention that, and I guess it's public knowledge now. Where do you
His
even find
ass
that?
blasting is public knowledge.
Yeah.
Somebody else did this. Imagine finding a video of your court case, and this is how you find it. You're like, oh, I wonder what part of the case went public, because there was some interesting segments, and then you just come across this in the wild on YouTube because somebody in chat alerts you to it. Man, what a time to be alive.
I guess a lot more of it is public than I thought. Just purely out of an abundance of caution, I'll still refrain from going into too much detail about it.
I can't.
But it is not clickbait, actually.
I can't.
Where is that photo from? It's from a video I made talking about Billy Mitchell.
They're like, when did you do this?
In the intro. It was after one of Billy Mitchell's lawsuits, and there was like a couple of like brain dead Billy Mitchell fans that like tweeted at me at the time saying that I owe him an apology. Though
Apologize to this man for farting at the beginning of a video where you mentioned him. The absolute audacity for you to play the booty trumpet while talking about, you know, my Oshi.
Some of them were just being sarcastic, but even still, for the intro, I just played around with it, saying like some people wanted me to apologize, so here's my apology. So I got up and tooted into the mic.
Well, I feel like this should get the #1 YouTuber apology, especially now since it can be used in the court of law. What do you guys think?
And then continued to insult Billy Mitchell. Oh my god, I'm reading this article from Perfect Pac-Man right now. Wait, how did they see me? Okay, here, I'll pull this up real quick. I guess I can talk about it?
Oh my god. Oh my god, imagine this happens. And you don't know if, like, how much you're allowed to bring to, like, public. Like, to the public. How much you're allowed to talk about, because it's legal. And you find yourself already, like, an entire article written about you. And you're ass blasting. I know. This is the biggest accomplishment of toilet humor I've ever seen.
Long hair everywhere, plain white shirt. This was court. Recording and screenshotting was forbidden by court rules, so I couldn't show you any pictures, but dude dressed up sharp for the occasion. Nice suit jacket, washed hair back, and a sexy man bun, sitting in his usual chair.
Dang! Somebody really likes moist here.
How? He had to have been there, right? Like, he had to.
Bro, he was simping for him behind him. Yeah, this guy's just sitting in the court behind him like, oh man. He's like writing in his little diary, like, that sexy man bun. Sitting in his usual chairs, you always, like, what the?
Yeah, so I guess the transcripts really are out there. And yeah. Yeah. They asked me about King of Kong, and I had literally rewatched it the day before I went to trial.
Dude dressed up sharp for the occasion. Like, this person is sipping so hard in the courtroom. Ayo.
They actually have everything. So, when I was cross-examined, they used my videos. Moist
Critical is trending. An image of Moist Critical is trending. Which one? What?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know why they used my videos, I guess to show I didn't like Billy Mitchell, but
oh my god.
That was pretty clear with the way I talked about him. Like, I don't think you needed this, but basically what they did for Billy's team is they pulled up a few of my videos. So this one, he's a cheater.
Imagine also, like imagine being in a courtroom for a serious thing and you're a witness and they pull you up in a video of you blasting into the mic. Like, imagine they do this with complete seriousness. Like, how would you stay with good composure? I could not.
and asked me to confirm that it was produced by me earlier this year. And they played, I think it was 30.
Was this or was this not you? Is this or is this not?
Seconds,
your butt.
And it was where I was like, okay, so there's, here, they actually have the quote.
Oh my.
Spamming me on Twitter, demanding I give Billy Mitchell an apology. This is my official response to all of you. And it's where I stand on my chair and I fart into the mic.
Oh my god.
Going on to just continue to insult Billy Mitchell.
There was other people in this courtroom sitting in dressed up attire. You know, they got suit and tie. There's rows of people that have to witness this. It's so... I can't... How do you take this seriously?
Here, they actually have the quote. Spamming me on Twitter, going on to just continue to insult Billy Mitchell. Actual fart evidence. Billy Mitchell's team used fucking flatulence.
Bro.
Yeah, so they used a couple of snippets like that with me making fun of Billy Mitchell. Like, the things I was saying about Billy, I feel like you, as the person defending him, wouldn't really want him to hear, or other people to hear.
Yeah, like, what are they trying to do with this? Like, what are they trying to use this as evidence for? Help.
Oh, and this was, I guess,
what?
It's all here. They have all of the evidence, too. So I think the main thing that Billy's team wanted to do with that video...
Yeah, what?
Was showcase a grapevine effect. So what they did is they pulled 10 comments from the comment section of 2 of my videos covering it.
Okay, so they're gonna find a lot of bots. They're gonna find a lot of, like, my pee-pee is bigger than Charlie's. Follow me. Like, that's what they're gonna find in the replies. There's so many bots.
They were going to use as an example of the grapevine effect, right? And the
How is that fair? I feel like that is the worst thing you could possibly do. Like he somehow is responsible for, like, the weirdest people in the YouTube comments section. Okay.
The natural conclusion you draw from that is you have cherry-picked 10 comments, some of which have 0 interaction. Almost all of them really have 0 interaction.
Yeah, like, look at these. They're not even, like, the most popular ones. Like, they probably had to go through, like, multiple pages of comments to find these.
10 comments out of
had to
over
brush
10,000
the dust off in order to find them.
That they submitted as evidence. The third has 1.7. Yeah, I said...
Man, sans the skeleton, rest in pieces, dug up from the very bottom of the comment section, finally getting fame in the YouTube replies.
Almost all of them. But like, if you look at the ones they cherry pick, almost all of them have 0. There's this one that does. But this is also the thing that they're talking about is here. So this having interaction isn't even in regards to what they wanted to prove for Grapevine. It's this having 5. They have no idea how the internet works. They also tried to enter a reaction video uploaded by another channel's evidence. Yeah, it was very clear Billy Mitchell's team wasn't familiar with the internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like this doesn't really help you. Like, what's your point? That he didn't say anything about this thing they're cherry picking either. Like, the topic they chose that, like, is repeated, I guess, is about Apollo. I don't know anything about that situation. But it's like, he didn't mention any of that plot when he farted at the camera, so I don't know how you're making this connection.
They pulled up one of those hundreds of re-upload channels that'll take, like, stream moments and package it for their own channel for AdSense.
Oh my god.
And they're like, this is your video, right, Charles? And I was like, no, it's not.
Uploaded by, like, I Love Charles 69. Definitely the real Charles himself on it all to count.
You can see it's not. That's not my channel.
Oh, no, that looks so bad.
But your face is here. It must be yours. But
it's like the SpongeBob meme with, oh my gosh, what's his name? He's like, this must be your wallet. And he's like, nope, it's not mine. It's like the same exact type of mentality.
It's not. It's not my video. It's just not.
I found your image in this YouTube. So that means this must be your YouTube.
Became pretty obvious pretty quickly. They
Man Ray, thank
really
you.
Understand the
thank
internet.
you.
I was there to talk about his reputation. Billy has had a horrible reputation for... I personally believe Billy's reputation was ruined the day King of Kong came out. He looks like a narcissist. In that documentary, which, as noted here, I literally had rewatched right before my appearance here. In that documentary, he literally looks like one of the biggest narcissists you will ever see.
I've never seen it. Oof.
He looks like a bad guy. And his reputation has never changed. But anyway, another thing, I don't see it here.
Yeah, Billy is known to sue anyone who talks about him.
Thing they did was, in one of the videos I made, I went through his Cameo, just kind of clowning on it. And Billy's team was like, those are all 5-star reviews, aren't they, Charles? And I was like, yeah, they appear to be 5-star reviews.
Oh my god.
It's important to note that there is botting issues with these services. Like, I believe most of Billy's 5-star reviews, I think a lot of them are probably shilled. That's my personal belief. I can't prove it or anything, but
oh my god.
Can't you see there was a lot of people very happy with Billy here? And I was like,
sure, I'm sure there's some people who like the idea of streaming on Kick. More power to them, but, you know, I wouldn't say that's the majority opinion, you know, the same as here. I'm sure there's someone you could dig up who might like this man.
Those are 5-star reviews, yeah. Which does, like, that has nothing to do with anything. I think they were trying to,
like what is the point? Like, okay, there's one person who likes this person. Like, what does that have to? What does that prove?
Like,
even if it's real,
people do like Billy. But yeah, all of this played in court. By the way, I want you to make note of it. The fart, and then all of this.
Oh my god!
This
they played it over whatever intercoms. You know, they played it on the surround sound, whatever they had.
Like this whole, they just let my video rip for a while.
They let Voice Critical rip throughout the courtroom. Oh my god.
Like, I couldn't
While he's in a nice suit and everything, like everyone's dressed up and that just goes off and you're supposed to be like, oh yes, interesting. Thank you so much for showing me the evidence, as he literally just... I would be so embarrassed. It's like having a moment of your life that's like unironically like The Elf. You know, like the Christmas movie, The Elf. It's like super embarrassing, but everybody else acts like it's a normal occurrence. It's like, I can't imagine a more actual cringe, embarrassing moment that you're supposed to take seriously. Like, this is something I would have, like, I would dream about as like a 10-year-old happening. How is this even real life?
What I was hearing. Like, he's the video game player of the century, not the ultimate gamer. That's a totally different title, which you could have easily gotten if you wanted to, but he was too busy fucking your mom and every other goddamn groupie that was on his meat after he got the Donkey Kong record. So now he settles for just being the
they played all of this in the courtroom, please.
Game player of the century, and thank heavens for that, because if he went for the Ultimate Gamer 2, there'd be no women left for the rest of us. So God bless that he held himself back.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know why they're playing that.
Man, it's different in a courtroom. There was bars in there. Man.
Dude, like, this is
I can't.
evidence that they submitted. Overall, I really just don't understand what the strategy was with playing those clips. It's clear I don't have respect for Billy. You don't need to put the icing on that cake. The reason I don't have respect for Billy is for the reasons I've mentioned. He is a bully. He is a bad guy. He is a narcissist. He is a cheater.
Right.
He is a person of poor character and has had a horrible reputation for many, many years, all because of his own behavior and his own actions. I won't go much more in depth, again, just playing it safe here, because I don't want to talk about anything that's not, like, explicitly talked about in the public space there. So I'll refrain from going much more in depth here, but I just had to at least mention this because now that it's
the fact that his evidence, the fact that the court case and the parts about it going public that he was unsure about whether he could share that went public before he even knew about it. And that's how he knew he was probably all right to talk about it, is the funniest thing ever.
Out there with my fart as evidence in this case, how could I not talk about it a little bit? That is fucking crazy.
It really is,
I'm wishing Carl and his team the absolute best here. It's
the only thing that's sad is I wish they would have live streamed it. This would have been the funniest court case of all time.
Still ongoing as of the moment. Sending my absolute best wishes their way, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah.
Out of all the court cases I would have liked to have watched live and reacted to, I'm sad that this one did not make it. That's the only L we take here. But that is so crazy. I can't believe this is real. I am so blessed to be here in this time period. My God, I've never felt so great about being alive at a time.